Hey, everybody. Welcome to Special Economic Landscape and Garden. Also, we do paving and sidewalks. So today, I think it's going to be a bit of a intermediate episode, like even more than yesterday was an intermediate episode. Must have been an update. Sudden terror. Yeah, so yesterday, just to recap, we got the area we need. And today we're going to pave that. And then we're probably just going to noodle around. Like, I don't think I'm going to start in on Kimberlite yet. Kimberlite's next. And then once Kimberlite's done, I can actually do silicon processing all the way. Probably down to wafers even down in here. There's no reason not to. So that is coming. Just not immediately, I think. I'm going to pave everything and make it nice and ready. And then after that, we have some intermediate stuff to do. Like, I need to go make cyanic from meat just as a product. I need better jerky disposal, in part because I have too much meat. So these two things are related. We have to tend to the digestive system. We also have to get basic Kimberlite mining online. Where is Kimberlite? Where are you? What's it called? No, really, what's it called? It's like a diamond mine. Diamond. No, it's a diamond mine. What's the Kimberlite rock? I didn't spell it right. Oh, do you not get searched? Kimber. Oh, it doesn't get searched. That's really interesting. Well, anyway, I can use this as it's in a kind of wasty block already, even though it's going to make Corlexes really awkward, but Corlexes don't need to be bred, so maybe that's a good place to put Corlexes. And there's a bunch of others scattered around, right? I'm sure if I can just look around, they'll just be everywhere. He says he looks around and he doesn't find any. There's one, but that's going to be on a walkway. Huh, so we really only have one, huh? And it's right here. Well, there's one right there too, but it's on a walkway too. Awkward, right? Very. So what do we got here? We have nothing. There is nothing here. Oh, it's right there. Really? That's it? That's what I'm looking at right here. All right, so we're going to at least get the raw materials online today, but what I need to do at the moment is we have to go into landscaping mode once more. So it's time to once again make war on the sea and all that dwell therein. And also the trees have grown complacent. They mock us. We must go and show them the error of their ways. So that's fine. Always good to bring just basic equipment with me and a box. Don't forget the box. So many times I forget in here. We're going to keep those in there because they are rather useful here. All right, now we need a whole lot of grenades, as always. There's no excuse not to have more grenades. We need probably more than that. We're putting down 30 blocks today, so we're going to have to get more of just absolutely everything. And that will give us space for full Kimberlite processing. Maybe we'll spend the rest of the episode just looking that over because it's a huge, complicated process, and I haven't given it any thought whatsoever. Probably enough, right? Probably, maybe. And then we have waste bricks up here I want to tap into. Where? Oh, where? Right here. It's probably enough. And right there. Hey, I actually did remember. Oh, I have to remember also to not take so much because I'm going to end up with things in my inventory. And I didn't go get energy. Oh, man. I have to walk without energy drink. The poverty of my life. Oh, well, it's pulses. Don't care. Just don't look at it. Don't care. And we have a delivery on hand, so gastrocapacitor crisis averted. Really? Oh, is this that thing from yesterday where we lost? We mined a caravan and he was totally in line. Oh, he's right there. Yeah, he's trying to go to a place that no longer exists. So I guess you just have to wait. Meanwhile, down here, the line for... Here, we can actually take a look. Uranium. Yeah. So that's when I replace things. We're making like 100 a minute. Or 80 a minute. So it takes 5 minutes to service a single dinosaur. That's acceptable. Oh, I didn't grab the energy drink again. All right, it's time to enact our will upon the world. Probably the best way to start is with landfill, right? We're coming across, and we want 3 city blocks. Oh, I'll show you the thing. Okay, here's the other update. Big news, everybody. Big news. I was successfully shamed into learning something. I guess we don't have to do it right now. Here, let's talk about shaming. This one comes courtesy of Arify, who I know by a different name on the Discord, I think. He has successfully shamed me. Oh, look, it's fixed. I fixed it. I thought I was going to lose this information when I restarted, but apparently not. Look, it's grid-based now. I went in and I fiddled with the numbers until I got a nice grid-based system right here. And now I don't have to very carefully measure. I don't have to look really close. It just snaps in nice. And God, Factorio is such a nice game. You know, I can just measure out like this and see exactly where the edge is going to be, and I don't have to worry anymore. Factorio is such a nice game. Here, let's go get rid of this stuff. This ore shall never be used, and you. It is a tragedy when ore is not taken advantage of, but thank you, Arify, for shaming me. I deserved it for this and so many other reasons. Oh, it looks like I got 4 blocks done. I was an overachiever yesterday, but we're going to pave 3. The thing is, though, we don't need to do that quite yet. Because I was going to try to measure to see where in the lake I have to stop. And the answer, turns out, is I don't. It's time to pave over the rest of this lake. What was the name of the god of rivers? I know many rivers in Greek and Roman mythology had their dedicated god, but wasn't there oh, I gotta go get more cliff explosive. Wasn't there an overarching deity whose responsibility was all inland seas and waterways? I don't remember. I used to carry these things around with me because I'm a giant unrepentant nerd and had severe social problems throughout school. If you can't tell. Nowadays, all that information is just kind of slipped from my skull, which is very unfortunate. Here, I will actually go and ask Google. We'll learn something today. Everyone sit still. Classical god of rivers. Who is that? It's Abodes, the Potamai in Greek. How about Roman? Tibernius, but that's only the god of the Tiber. So I guess Neptune and Poseidon just govern that too. Giant power-mad dicks. That's fine, I guess. We can just continue taking land from them and continue stripping out all of Gaia's children in order to install more and more efficient factory components. I think everyone can agree that that's fair, right? Look, we take cliff explosives, and in return, we tithe grenades. It's fair. Everything I do is fair. If I do it, it is by definition fair. Probably gonna have to pave over this again. Oh, this sea that was at one point a very important defensive bulwark. But look how things have changed. Like, this was the border once. Ah. Terminus is again pissed at me. All right, what'd I do? One more. Once more, I ask the very important question. Oh God, what did I do? So we need 3 more of these, and this is going to take a lot of time to clear. So we're going to start right over there, and we're going to try to draw a line, right? And we're going to go 10 full city blocks down. I just like blowing up cliffs. Oh, I was also shamed for another reason. Oh, hold on a second. I'm feeling more shame all of a sudden. I could get a deconstruction planter, and I can put that in my inventory, and I can whitelist. We want to whitelist trees and all sorts of rocks. Cliff. Oh, trees, rocks only. Oh, okay, so I don't even have to do that. So this is the anti-tree deconstruction planner. Again, this was all because I was shamed. It does work on me. I can just do this, right? And I suppose that the bots... Oh, I'm going to have to go get more fuel for the bots. Yeah, it's not deconstructing anything else. Huh. Well, this is kind of a better way to live, isn't it? Man, I know so little about this game. I've played so much, but there's so many tricks. I am but an amateur. Now the problem is, it's not deconstructing the cliffs. Okay, so maybe that has to be added. Let's try this now. Yeah, that seems to also catch the cliffs. In addition, it's probably missing some sort of rock or weird bushes, right? Because there's always something. This is a good start, except for down here. I'm going to have to turn the bots off and go to work with grenades. All right, so that's also taking care of the cliffs. And how are we on bot power? Take a look. Oh, we are almost cold. Okay. Here, so let's turn all this off. Let's actually go get bot power right now, since we noticed that we're low on it, and we're going to be leaning on them heavily during this cleaning phase. So let's try to take care of our people. And then hopefully our people will take care of us, right? I'm not sure this is going to be faster, because I was actually pretty fast with the grenades, but it's also going to get way more stuff in my inventory afterwards. Which is a minor problem, but still a problem. So we are still searching for the perfect way to handle this. So right there. Right there. All right. Fuel me up. All right, so what do we suppose this pipe is doing here? It's got a pump. It's pumping into this. It's definitely not touching anything. It's bad steam, though. It's only 200 degrees. Maybe I better just leave that alone. But this is where I want bad steam to go. Oh, the South Factory is so weird. How are we doing over here on science? It's kind of working, I suppose. Maybe we'll get this next episode, but we'll get all the upgrades before we actually build the animal, which is kind of revolutionary, honestly. All right, soup. I want you all there and you all there, and we need more still, right? So give me more. I was just a little premature. Okay, we're good. So these bots are going to get an enormous workout. And the most important thing is I can hit them with grenades and it's not going to hurt them. It's just going to piss them off when I remove the object that they were trying to manipulate. Once again, monkey trying to help. Once again, monkey not helping. All right, bot's back on. So can I do this? Can I just try to get ahead of them and just let them clean up like around the edges? Do I have to stand still and let them all come back? Yeah, it's this charging action which takes so much time and it's draining the heck out of the battery. I should probably pulse this, I think. Yeah. I'm going to have to come up with, like, new semantics for all this. Like, just pulse. And then, I don't like how they go far, far away. I mean, they're doing their job correctly and all. But this flight time is burning fuel. Let's just lean into this and see what happens. And just try to move slow. Maybe even try to not use energy drink. As heretical as that sounds. Just let energy drink run out. Because they can chase me like this. They can chase me and catch up. They're faster than me just walking on dirt. So maybe that's how we do this. I'm out of battery. These guys are going to start really complaining soon. Here, let's take a look. Yeah, you can see it. Look at that. Look at the charge just... Yep, all out, all done. And I have inventory problems. So what we'll do there is just chuck this here. This gets lots of logs. That's actually kind of an issue, isn't it? And now the big problem is the bots are spent. It's like, yep, it's going to be like this for a while, boys. So maybe we just kind of alternate. Like here, this is very dense. This is good use of my time. It'd be even better use of my time if I had cluster grenades around. But I have to nag. Not melling them out that. Whatever. Here, just kind of thin them out, right? Don't try to do a good job. Just try not to die. He says as he immediately grenades himself. We'll have the bots do the cleanup, right? Or is this just causing me problems? You know? Because the bots won't be able to do the cleanup. Because there's not enough power, guys. So, I don't know. Maybe this is a good idea. I do know it's going relatively fast so far, and it feels different. Isn't that all that matters? I think I'm going to keep that deconstruction planner. Yet another thing I was shamed into learning. It's a learning day. Today, we learn. Today, we realize that knowledge does not guarantee happiness, and that intelligence is negatively correlated with contentment. Don't you wish you could give up your prefrontal cortex? Well, now you can. With lobotomy. That's right. With lobotomy, you don't have to think those thoughts anymore. You will be left with a gray, pleasant smoothness. You will be able to deal with the world so much better. Your emotions will be so much more regulated. Everyone will like you more if you just try lobotomy. Ask your doctor if lobotomy is right for you. And if the doctor says no, or brings up anything involving an ethics board, find another doctor in a different country. You're not in one of the good ones. Trust me, lobotomy. It's the cure for all of your problems. Lobotomy. Make your troubles go away. I feel like I'd be an excellent salesman. Like, put me in marketing, guys. I know how to put my finger on the pulse of today. I know exactly what everyone just yearns for, and that is the gray oblivion of non-caring. And I know how to deliver it with like a coat hanger or a crude piece of wire. That's right. Put me in charge. I know exactly what must be done. Or, I'll end up reported to the police. Again. I can't say I wouldn't see it coming, but at the same time, it's probably not something I should be going for. So maybe I should leave this to the professionals. I want to minimize flight time. I want to research like 17 more bot speeds, and then bot carrying capacity, and then better batteries, and then pony. Right there. Thank you. Are we done? Yeah, we are in fact done. These guys don't want to work no more. And I can't like swap out the batteries because batteries are not charged like that. They're only changed from spent to non-spent, and then they're charged in my inventory. So I can't have a depot somewhere just charging batteries and I can go swap them out. I have to wait for the internal combustion engine to do its thing. Elon Musk is just sneering at this in contempt, as I imagine he's doing to most things almost all the time. So where are we? We're actually almost finished. We did a pretty good job, I think. I think also that there is no way this system is faster than me paving by hand. Like the bots just aren't that fast. Their carrying capacity is too low at this point. Maybe later I can have the walkways laid out by bots as well, but not right now. All right, everybody climb in. We're going to finish this off. We done? Are we done? Are we actually done? That was pretty quick. There's a little more up there, just a few. Okay, good. The bots deserve their rest. And then I get to put down the new walkway, and then I get to go build it. Here, bots off. Here, we used to use the... Here, this has earned its place right there. Why? I don't know. Oh, I see what's going on. All right, that'll stay with me. A lot of these probably aren't needed anymore. A lot of these probably need to be reproduced, just rebuilt. Like this is never going to be used again, right? Whatever. Blueprint slots cost me nothing. So 1, 2, 3. Kind of want to do 4, but no. We're going to wait for a reason. Yeah, this is so much faster. Thank you, my sense of shame. Thank you. And seriously, thank you for everyone who spends so many hours attempting to teach me something in the comments, both here and on Reddit and on Discord. I understand I fundamentally have no capacity to learn, and this has to be a very, very frustrating experience for everyone. But I like seeing that people care. So we got to do this 10 times. Oh, we're a little, okay. We're a lot. We're not a little. We are a lot. I keep putting it too far away. I should always put it in front of me, I think. This way. Okay, excellent. And I will paint the factory into existence, the foundation, the masonry work that will hold us together and bind the new areas. Who knows, maybe I actually will get to preliminary Kimberlite processing today. I know 30 blocks isn't a record for one session, but it's pretty close. And with my new tools, I might be doing this more often, or biting off even more every single time. Which, does that sound like me? Yeah, it does. Flitting from hedonic plateau to hedonic plateau. never resting, never satisfied. Did I tell you how I hate Slanesh? Really do. Every time I find a better way of doing something, I have to find a still better way of doing it. But, okay. We will just keep going. Do I have any stories to tell? I didn't burn my house down yet. Haven't found the snake. Well, I'm assuming the snake is in the house somewhere now. I went outside earlier, heavily armed, and did not see him out there. I'm assuming he's out murdering rats as per his genus. But after that, definitely he has access to the house somehow. Probably just coiled in one of the closets somewhere, underneath a towel, just waiting to do the most epic jump scare ever. I've seen the movies. I know how these guys do. Haven't been able to get out with the trees anyway, either. That's because I have been absurdly busy lately. The trees are probably very relieved at this. But I've had very little free time, says the man who uploads 2 hours of Factorio content every single day. What I'm saying is my free time is already spoken for, thank you, please and thank you. And a lot of the other projects I want to do, stuff out in the yard, stuff out in the house, art projects I want to do, spend more time with the family, etc., etc. All that stuff has just been pushed to a side because life has been stupid busy, but not so busy that the factory needs not grow. All right, finally. If the factory stopped growing, that's when I need all of you to drop whatever you're doing and send help. It means whatever force or organization has their grips into me, I have forgotten what it means to be a man. I need someone to come rescue me and say, just come on, man. Just come back to the factory. The factory has to grow. We have to make it just a little bigger today. Could you just come back and just help with the factory just a little bit? And that will probably snap me out of whatever curse or coma I find myself in. All right, like so. We're almost done. And then we'll do a little intermediate infrastructure, like I said. Probably we don't have to actually make more jerky processors. Probably just have to put in a draw on meat. And that's going to be a wall of atomizers, turning them into cyanic. This was a bit of a waste right there. And then that'll work for a while, right? Until the demand for cyanic dissipates. Which will happen once cobalt is filled up. But cobalt eats so much cyanic. It needs to be done no matter what. The question is whether or not I need to. Ooh. Fixed. Perfect. Beautiful. That is when the question is whether or not I have to put the additional jerky pulverizers, composters in place in addition to also using meat in a primary sort of mode. You'll see what my plan is. It's going to involve regulating. And I did it even worse. I cannot control the movements of my body. It is entirely determined by the liquid in my system, and I have no idea what's in it. I make it here. I bottle it here, and I still couldn't tell you what's in there or what it's doing to me right now. Send help. Send more energy drink. Yeah, that's what I need. That would help a lot right now. Send a lot more energy drink. And one more. Here, we're going to set up the Kimberlite mine first. And let the ore acquisition just start happening, you know? Let's start building up. Oh, man. Too slow. Energy drink time. Can't slow down. Does it feel like your heart might burst out your chest? Do you feel a creeping arrhythmia? Ignore those feelings. Drink more energy drink. Yeah, we need a ton more cyanic in the system. Each one of these drinks 75 a second. My God. Wow. We are never going to produce enough. It's just, that's a big old never, everybody. I can prod this to hell and gone, though, and that will serve as a functional reduction in the amount we put in. You know what I mean? All right, so before we run away, let's look at what we've done. We're going to have to go up to a higher zoom level today. I'm going to have to re-anchor myself. I'd gotten really good at taking those screenshots. I'm going to have to figure it out again. Well, let's see. Let us see. Oh man, got distracted there for a moment. Sorry, buddy. What was I doing? I was looking at our nice new blocks. That might be usable. That might. No, it's too far on. Here, let's see what it looks like with a diamond mine on it. Just in case, you know? Stop that. Stop that, all of you. Don't make me come down there. I don't have a flamethrower, but I know where the box is. So we need a diamond mine, right? Which we make right here, which I have one of. Oh, we also have to get rid of all this stuff. Feels like they're attacking in the backfield again, which is their habit down there. Friends, don't make me come down there. I have a remote control for this situation. It's like just bam, bam. And then, who needs a hug? Oh, okay. There, finally resolved. And these guys, oh, something happened to them. Very sad. Tragic. Just walking across the street like that. All right, diamond mine. I don't think I can do this in good conscience. Like, I can maybe do this where it's only one tile on for a very well-placed big mine. I could do that. Oh, wow, you make nothing. It's only 8.9 a second? Wow. At least it just consumes electricity, right? That's terrible. Here, let's get rid of all this debris in our inventory, and then we have to deal with Cyanic eventually. We're probably going to get to Kimberlite today, at least to talking about it, right? What I need is to go to the material sorting area, and I need to chuck all of this in there, and then, well, that's full, so I chuck all of that in there. I'm pretty sure I can't. It shows a complete lack of foresight on my part that I did not put in a better way to move logs around. Because I think logs are just a single bin. I could move it. Yeah, it's just a single bin. Okay, there's some room for logs. Wonder why we're out of bullets. We just assume that's going to fix itself, right? There's not like there's a giant bullet crisis in the factory or anything. Let's just assume everything's going to be okay. Okay, take that. And lastly, we have to get rid of our raw coal. I could ask the bots to do this. In fact, I probably should have done that. But it is faster, I feel, just to do it myself. Like they haven't gotten rid of the logs from before, so maybe there was just no hope ever. All right, get one of those with me. All right, we are ready. It's time to play Factorio again, right? And so no matter what, I'm pretty sure, well, let's ask the question. We must ask. Well, no. Kimberlite. Kimberlite crush. So we get, oh, it's only in 2 areas. Nice. All right, so hold on. Let's just see if we can walk the entire way. And so we get Kimberlite rejects, Kimberlite, crushed Kimberlite. Where does this come from? Where's just Kimberlite ore? Because we get crushed Kimberlite, sure. And then we get Kimberlite grade 1. And then we get Kimberlite grade 2. Then we have Kimberlite grade 3. I should be paying more attention. Okay, start again. We have Kimberlite rock, which I think, yes. Okay, we start here. And then crushed Kimberlite is only used in this. All right. And then that makes Kimberlite grade rejects, which are only used in reprocessing, and grade 1, which is only used in grade 2. And then grade 2 is only used in grade 3, but there's other ways of making it. Great, there's reflux. I love it. Grade 2 right here produces grade 3. Grade 3 is used in 2 processes for Kimberlite pulp and diamond rejects. There's apparently ways to do this in a Corlex ranch. Huh. So you just feed the Corlex, right? And it gives you stage 3 rock. Skipping this entire, here, we gotta, okay, this is, okay, just put that to a side. Here, hold on a second. Here, that's no longer needed. Check Corlex upgrade. Okay, it's right there. Go away now. So just ignoring the source, right? We have 2 paths we can go. Diamond rejects, Kimberlite pulp. And at diamond rejects, diamond rejects can become processed rejects or back into Kimberlite. Interesting. But if we go to processed rejects, it goes only into separation. There's our industrial diamond. An industrial diamond is used all over. So this is product number 1, industrial diamond. It's used in time crystals. Wonderful. So now we have to go back all the way to Kimberlite pulp. What are you used for? Okay, no use for the barrels. And then we take Kimberlite and we can also get it out of Silmix, just like everybody else, right? And so we take the pulp and we get residues and it's 3 products. Why would I need to do this? Because the other path already takes me to industrial diamond. Why would I ever want to do this? I ask angrily. So we get residues right here, which we can use to, that's made from there, and it's made from, oh, so this also, well, no. And then we use the residues and we get rejects again. Okay, so this just leads back to rejects. I don't understand this path. Like, why would I, is this just more better? Is this more efficient? This is like diamond 1.5 or diamond 2. It's all been smashed together. Okay, I can kind of believe that. So there's a simple way to get industrial diamonds, and there's probably this way. And that's a whole lot more involved. So let's look here. Let's take this path. Diamond tailings used nowhere. And then we take the diamond tailings and that goes back into rejects. And then diamond concentrate here goes into diamond water concentrate. which is different somehow, I suppose. And this is used in many different grades of diamond. Why am I doing this? All right. Okay, so we're over here now. We already have another path to getting to industrial diamonds, and we're here now. And we go to number 1. It's only used in this. I'm trying to find side products right now. That's all I'm doing. Then we get crude diamond. Oh, this is all on one tech. And then grade 2 also goes to crude diamond. And then grade 3 also goes to crude diamond. So all these different types of diamond water use different intermediates, and they all concentrate down to crude diamond. Okay, and then we wash the diamond in acid. Great. We get washed diamond. And this is, again, there's no other use for this stuff. And then we sort it, and we get industrial diamond and residues. And then the residues, which is what I was doing before, get used here. We get rejects, and then rejects can be crushed into ore material again, or we can process the rejects, and the processed rejects. Oh, and this makes very little industrial diamond and gives us stuff. I still don't have a concept of waste chromite sand. That is a massive failing on my part. All right, so that was the main way to get diamonds. This is the kind of crappy way to get diamonds. So the path I looked at long ago, long ago, way back down the... We might not even have a back button. Right here. There's 2 ways to go. Oh wait, this is even just a turd recipe. What? What? So you can get lime and diamond rejects here. Okay, so I should never have even looked at that. It was foolish to begin with. Thank you for coming and watching with me today. Today's bout of humiliation brought to you by Kimberlite Processing. All right, so now that's what we have to do. And what we noticed is there is no intermediate processes. None of the stuff, diamond, none of the anythings in here are needed outside of this production line. All I have to do is just get them diamonds. Get the diamonds. Go get the diamonds. You got to go get the diamonds. It's the entire processing chain, and I'll work that out. Don't worry. Oh, and the other thing. We have to go and look at upgrades, please. Corlex. Right here. You do something with Kimberlite processing, right? So what are our choices? Use all 8 tits of the Corlexes instead of the traditional 4. That'll prevent the calves from natural nursing, but it'll increase milking production. That's pretty cool. The primary job of the Corlex is to make milk. So this just doubles milk production for the same food. All right, that's great. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, but in order to make a Corlex, I'm going to have to bring in the milk artificially, which is not terrible, you know, especially since you don't raise Corlex for slaughter. Oh, and I can't even research this stuff. Well, that sucks. Well, anyway, this is a good idea. Nextlit infused heat pump. Upgrade the coolers and heating systems with Nextlit cartridges to improve the efficiency of the coolers and the enclosures, saving energy. The animals will be more comfortable and work faster. So it's just a speed mod, right? Oh, and 10% prod on top of that. So it's... Oh, you have to... It's a more complicated building, but it gives prod. Like, this is better prod right here, because all they do is make milk. And this is like 100% prod with regards to... This is 100% prod right here. And this is a little faster and a little more prod. I think this is probably just straight better. Uses all tits is better than Nextlit infused heat pump in every situation. And then high pressure pasteurization uses high pressure hydrogen to speed up and improve milk pasteurization rate, producing long-term and higher quality Colex mix. The pasteurization process can filter out tiny crystalline solids from the mixture. So we can get lime from Kimberlite then in a jaw crusher, which I don't think I'm ever going to want to do. But then, oh, that's a way of getting rid of the Kimberlite. That's what that is. So you add pressurized hydrogen, which is available. And you get milk, but you also get Kimberlite. I don't want to do this. This is what we want. We want to use all the tits. That's what I say. Every tit must be used. Corlex. Corlex upgrade is next level. All right, so we're going to be doing that, and so we don't have to think about the implications of being able to use the alternate path to get Kimberlite ore, because it doesn't matter to us. Are we still connected? Is it still good? There we go. So we're going to probably round this area off now by grouping this, all this, and then you go right there. How? Oh, it's hidden. You clever little boy. All right, you got to go across the street. And for better or for worse, this is the peak of the material sorting stack. If I want more later, I have to grow eastward, which has implications for the alarm system, which I really should have thought out before I did any of this, but I'm just allergic to thinking. Why think when you can do? There's my motto, right? The thinking man will be outpaced by the man who is... Oh, this is broken. I have to make sure to repair that, like, now. The man of thought shall be outdone by the man of action. Every single time. So, what I want is for this thing to work, yeah? Maybe I should copy a little bit more. There you go. Now that doesn't work because all these guys shouldn't be here. And so we're going to have Kimberlite ore right there, and we're going to have diamonds in right here. And I don't think it needs a 4 stack for reasons described many times before. But it's also going to get a 4 stack, and no one gets to complain about that. So I need to go get a couple more warehouses, it looks like. And you're hooked up, right? Yeah, you're in the news system. So, warehouses. Where are warehouses? Sheds, rather. Do I have personal logistics off still? Oh man, that's sad. There you go. All right, so we have Kimberlite processing ready to go. I should probably, here, just do that now too, while it's in my head. Right there, that's that. Now you are Kimberlite ore. Where to find you? Which one of these is Kimberlite ore? Kimberlite rock? Sure. And then right there, you are diamonds. Oh, right there. Industrial diamond. All right, done. Last thing we need to do now is start up the infernal machine. Where are you? Diamond mine. I'm assuming this is what we want to do. Oh, I need more aerial outposts. All right, and you just want to be sped, all sped. And so it's only producing 2 a second. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Kind of want to put down a beacon. Probably gonna put down a beacon. So yeah, that's slow. That is super duper slow. Oh, I need more. Oh, handcrafting runs out, huh? All right, we'll take a trip south to go get more beacon bits, more module bits, and then continue, right? It's just going to be a lazy rest of the day. I'm going to take care of the Cyanic thing. And then, oh, here. We checked it. Good job. I'm assuming better meat consumption and better jerky disposal is kind of synonymous. At least that's the lazy way. So I guess we are going to get to diamond today. And we need electronic pieces, right? Because we're not even at an hour mark. And setting up a new Cyanic generator isn't going to take that long. How are the bees doing? This looks good. 6 bees. And then 3 here, so 9 bees. Okay, that's good. I'm glad the day of the Arquad curse is behind us. Okay. Everything's just going well in the South Factory. Like, science is slow, but it also doesn't matter. Once I get there, hey, we're actually doing something kind of important, aren't we? I mean, normally we do important things. That's what happens on this channel. But in particular, oh my God, help me. Did not set this factory up with me in mind, which is kind of silly when you think about it, because what else would be in mind except myself? In grand egoistic fashion. All right, so you need to be turned up all the way. There you go. You're making... Yeah, so this is sped up almost as fast as it can go. And it's only producing 3 a second. Wow. If I take this... Wow, this does not produce a lot of rock. We probably don't need a lot of diamonds, but still. It's a rather neat structure. That's neat. I like this. I don't think it's practical or correct, but I like how it's very easy to see the building moving. I think this action right here is neat, if silly. We like the conveyor belt in there. That looks very nice. That's all right. Doesn't matter. It's probably just giving something to do outside of that. Yeah, this is a good building. Oh, you see the power go in right there? For every pulse, there's like a injection moment. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, that's a good building. Whoever made that should feel good about themselves. For right now, we're almost out of everything. Your job, Mr. Whale. Probably even... No, this has to be a whale. And then, okay, honestly, this could probably be just a belt. No, we're going to not dedicate a whale to this. Do I do a... No, we're not doing a belt either because of... this area is going to be... It's an already logistic space. And so you do Kimberlite rock, and that's right there. Empty cargo. It's such a short route and such a slow acquisition process. Heavy load, though. All right, this is fine, I'm pretty sure. I need more of everything. And I need a whole lot of atomizers, I think. I need whales, and I need windmills? Yeah, more windmills. I need every atomizer I got. And that's made right here. Should probably order more of those at a shot. Probably doesn't matter though. So we're just going to atomize meat into cyanic, right? That's our goal. Where do you suppose that's done? Right there? Yeah. This will get rid of our meat problem. It will make a ton of cyanic acid. And this is actually a good primary product for meat. So, good. I'm probably going to have to find another Kimberlite mine, or like 5 more. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. So what we're doing is we're going to move in right here. Yeah, we've got a problem, and this is all jerky related. We have to get rid of meat. Thankfully, I have a solution for the situation. And that's called first putting in a nice border. And then we have to bring a meat in right here. And we're going to have cyanic out, so it doesn't matter after that. And that's tentative. And we also have to regulate it. And that's probably done right here. I will discuss further the meaning of this thing. So maybe it has to be over here. Maybe it could be bigger / smaller. I don't know. All right, so atomizers, come here. We're going to need a lot more of these guys. Where'd it go? Right there. All right, so this is going to be pretty straightforward, right? You make cyanic from meat. We bring in meat, we turn into cyanic. So you'll probably just go like that, right? And then a belt like this. Oh, and the other part is you need power. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so it's a little more complicated. And good news is we can just steal power from right here. And that's not going to be an issue. Okay, so we will get power in. It's ridiculous to use stack inserters for this. Ridiculous in a funny way, but still ridiculous. We're going to use, there you go. We're going to bring in power in the back, and we're going to scoop meat in the front. It's not ridiculous to use stack inserters for that. All right, so like so, as is traditional, then we mirror it, and then we invert it, then we have a good time. We put up those city blocks real fast. I was shamed into a very good thing. I'm glad that happened. That was 30 city blocks. That's not trivial. All right, there we go. We have a unit. We're going to have to go get more. I think this entire block should probably be cyanic production. We have to leave a via. It's questionable. Like this entire block is just because you produce at only 10 a second. This can only support one of those cobalt extractors. Wow. If it's going 24/7, which it might not. Wow. Okay, happy thoughts. Real happy thoughts. What I need now is grab all this. I need you to go up by 1 more, please. No. Yes. No, right there. Okay, so you go right there. It's time to go get more atomizers, I think. Wow, that doesn't produce a lot of cyanic. That's gonna be an issue. I 100% believe what I need is oh, nice. I come to get a whole block of buildings, and I come back, and there's a whole block of buildings more. All right, so this will be the basic for now, right? What I need, something like this, and the meat will go down here, and then we'll cross it. Both of these will cross. That's kind of awkward here. I need you to go down here. I haven't forgotten about you. I'm not dismissing you. You just go down there for right now. Probably needs to be aligned more properly. Probably actually might need to be replaced. Maybe I am replacing it with What's going on, guys? Are we really that tired? No, one of those had the job. Maybe I am replacing it. Maybe instead we do 1, 2, 3 right here. That's almost as good. Alright, that fits better. I'm sorry, I lied to you about replacing you. I was actually planning to do that all along. It was my plan. My nefarious plot. We probably need to do something like this, right? A full 3 on each side. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I build this so specifically for the conditions I'm working on right there. It's nice and spaced. So that works. So meat will be coming in like so. We'll be traveling this way. I will pull in, yeah, just right here. We will pull in the briquettes. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it. I can even do a little more. All right, so what I want to do is take advantage of this singular line right here. And that'll be ready right there. Perfect. All right, so the meat will come in. The fuel is right there. We can speed / prod / whatever these things. Can I put another rank in? Yes, but do I want to? I think that answer has to be also yes, right? All right, so we have an issue in that this power right here, this power line right here, you see it, right? Right here. Has to get down here and start going the other way. Something like this, something like that. Okay, perfect. So the power will come in, the power goes that way. And now I guess we just have to have a single meat line going the other way. Let's try just doing this, right? And see what happens. The answer, of course, it puts down stuff we don't need. We can fix that. And it looks like we can actually put one more rank right here. And that'll be all right. So just grab all this. And so this is kind of final form. Oh, no, it's not quite. We can add more over here. This is getting close to final form of our Cyanic farm. This is where meat goes to be processed into something useful. What I need to do now is use this space, right? Not using this space would be considered shameful. So let us do that. And we have a lot of atomizers that we need to go acquire somehow. Okay, is this a good idea? Oh, that's highly questionable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is this overbuilt? Yes. That's how you know it's yes. That's how you know you're doing something good. How you know you're in a proper factory. Is it disgustingly overbuilt? Yes. Oh, we can't leap this entire thing? Oh, that's a problem. Is there one more? Oh, no, it's not. It's actually an appropriately sized building. All right, fine. Okay, so we're gonna, the meat comes down like so. And I have to remember, oh, all these guys, what about jerky out? You know? Well, it'll go back on this line. Okay, that makes sense. So what we really need to do is right there. So if anything becomes jerkified, it gets put back on this belt and will eventually find its way out of the system, right? Well, you'll see what I mean in a moment. So that has to happen. Word of the day, jerkified. I have to go get more long-handled inserters. I'm not prepared for a major build like this. I also am kind of concerned about via issues. Because I don't have space on this side. Alright, maybe it's okay, maybe it's not. Does it matter? No. So jerky has to come out, and we still need power for all this. Where'd my entire power rail go right here? Like, this is all supposed to be here. I wish I could see. How I wish I could see. So like that. And then here, I'll just fix you. And this will eat an astonishing amount of meat per second. Oh no, not really astonishing. It's only like 60 or something. I'm sure eventually I'll raise critters that can do better than that. So let's figure something out. Oh man, big dang emergency just sprung up. All lights flashing red, angry emails hitting my inbox, wailing and gnashing of teeth heard across several time zones. So I have to go and, here, get this, fix something, as opposed to just needlessly complicating things, as is my normal habit. But I'm going to have to pause this and just quit completely out. None of you are going to notice anything. Just everyone sit here. There will be another hour of this. Don't worry. I'm not going away. I just have to, I don't know. We're going to make an attempt. All right. I'll be back. See you in a bit. Okay. And back. Back from saving the world from its own just contradictions. It involved computers, as I'm sure you all anticipated. And luckily, it is now finished. What was I doing? What was I even doing here? I'm making the giant Cyanic factory. Okay, obviously. So, what I'm doing here is we have solid power coming down. Solid power. Oh, just look at the blue, right? Don't be so dense. Just look at the blue. I might need more belt. Unfortunately. Yeah, look how the jerky is backing up, and that's all X meat. We need meat absorption. We also need cyanic. And this is probably the best way to make cyanic, so this is what we're doing. So we have a meat line now twining its way around, smelling glorious. And you have to get all the way down there. Okay. This is not my finest creation. Not my best design. It sure is dense. Alright, so good. Now we just need a whole lot more atomizers, which may exist, question mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have doubts whether 21 atomizers exist. Let's go see what's in the cupboards, eh? And then we have to wire everything up. Alright, what we got? Atomizer right there. Only 4 here, as expected. There'll be another 10 in the bucket. I should go grab. Right up here, I think, ish. This is where alien life is. Am I wrong? Oh man, I missed. Over here? Right there. Okay, finally. Like I said, multiple choice tests can be passed eventually. And all I have to do is hook all this up, and then we'll probably start on diamond mining, though we're gonna get nowhere near through it. We're gonna at least build a model, right? So what I need to do now is hook all this stuff up exactly right here. we need a mushroom like so. Probably should have anticipated this a little better. Probably should have done a lot better. That's troublesome, isn't it? It's like we're going to come this way and then here. Okay, so like that. And now it's all connected, and all I do is snip, snip, all this stuff. And we have Cyanic for days. Technical term. And that gets clipped, and that gets clipped. All right, everything hooked up. It only makes 10 a second. There's no way all of these are going to be going. It's going to be fun to watch, though. Oh, and we have to deal with jerky at the end. And it's going the wrong way, isn't it? Ugh. Yeah, jerky has to leave the system right here. I need you to be jerky. Actually, we have to deal with a lot of stuff involving jerky. Strange words you say only after you've been playing Pyanodons too long. Jerky haunts your dreams. All right, we can get jerky on either one of these belts. They're both jerk friendly. Ew. All right, guts and meat and guts and meat. All right, so there's the vent. And I suppose I should care about this, right? Use filters, meat. That's all of you. Which is only going to be surpassed by you, which is get rid of jerky. Use filters, jerky. All right, so it will eventually drain out no matter what. Let's go put this whale to work. I need a whale to go. Oh, look at that. Actually, having a whale on this is probably tremendous overkill. Fill cargo, come here, dump it off. Oh, I gotta get more whale food. And we will hook this all up in just a little bit here. Where's a good whale who I can mug? Straight from the whale's brain. It's still warm. Can you feel it throbbing? Okay, right there. And we have to go up to the wet market, where we are encountering problems, like one does. Those have to go away, and the jerky has to go away. What's going on at the end of this line? I know we're not processing jerky enough, and that's our fundamental problem. Like, what's your problem? There's more jerky. No, there's meat right there. All right, there you go. Okay. Yeah, we have to wait for that to get through all this meat, and then the jerky shall flow. Jerky for the jerky god. So this will make a ton of cyanic, and we have to get out of here. And we have to pump it aggressively away from where we are. Because, oh, wait a second. That whale is programmed wrong. Excuse me. I have to figure this out. No, not like that. Like this. Right there. All right, you have to make a decision. All right, you must decide when two things are true. When meat is less than, let's just call it 1,000, right? And cyanic. Cyanic? Less than 1,000 as well. No, 10,000. So what's going to happen is we're going to pump it away, right? And then this is going to start to fill up, but it's not, even when this triggers and there's over 1,000 here, which means we can't get it out anymore, which means cyanic is full up. There's still going to be the rest of the jerky in the system we're going to try to digest. Oh, wait. Here. Stop. Stop. Just stop. We need to put circuit condition. No. we need to put circuit condition comparador equals go. So you come and you dump, and then you wait until it needs more, and then it goes and gets more. Right? No, right now it is. You shouldn't need more. Why'd you go? Why'd you do that? Here, stop. There is 8K meat in there, and we have is less than, oh no, it has to be and. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now that's how it's supposed to be. Now I want you to go do that, and you're going to stick. And it's going to stick until we either need more meat or all the meat rots, right? Okay, let's see how far we can run with our cyanic line. Yeah, so big screaming emergency work stuff. And to actually join a bridge, go solve problems, use intelligence, had to listen to people. Oh, paying attention, it just kind of burns, doesn't it? The graphics were real bad. The GUI sucked. The entire thing was a subpar experience from beginning to end, but got through it, fixed all their problems. Again, and this will, of course, not stop them from generating more problems. Here, let's see if I can code up what happened enough that those in the know will be able to divine what happened to me here. We sell cars. How about that? We sold cars. And we sold a car with 6 wheels. And we told the guys, hey, look at this thing we're getting you. We know you need this car to always be working. Always. Always. So we made you a car with 6 wheels. And let me tell you, you know what a car is. Car only needs 4 wheels. So if 1 wheel goes out, doesn't matter. You still have more. If 2 wheels goes out, doesn't matter. Your car will still go along, no problem. This 6-wheeled car is always going to be there for you. It is worth the investment. Oh, and here this beautiful line comes to an end. Are we lucky to be in the row we need? No, we're 1 short. That sucks. Well, anyway, this fabulous group of associates I work with, they go, yes, thank you. This is exactly what we want. This indestructible, ultimately reliable, fantastically designed 6-wheeled car will serve all our purpose. And then almost immediately, someone in that organization just starts looking at that car, looking at it, going, you know what? I bet I could sell 2 of those wheels. And, of course they can. I mean, car only needs 2 wheels, 4 wheels rather. So yeah, you can do that. He was not immediately struck down by lightning for having such blasphemy in his heart. And this is an indictment of the world, I'm afraid. Because all this did was teach poor lessons. Because, once you get away with taking 2 wheels off your special 6-wheeled car, some bright guy goes and says, I wonder about the 3rd one. And he reaches for it. And then my phone rings because suddenly the car don't go and people are angry. And I have to go in and find out, you know what? You did this to your happy selves. And I know this isn't going to stop you yelling, but you just have to understand, in my heart, I know it's you. And in your heart, you know it's you. But we actually have jerky in here. That's ominous, I suppose. All right, start putting this stuff to work. So, here we go. Cyanic spike. I mean, kinda. It's makes 10 a second. At least it's going to be getting rid of the meat, right? I should be telling it to do decayed first, but I guess it doesn't matter much, right? Yeah, so that was my afternoon. And I pulled it all back together. Don't worry about it. Oh, this is going to be... it's going to fill up. Don't worry about it. I stood them back up. I gave them the talk about the number of wheels are required to make a car run. I explained to them the series of actions which they themselves took that caused them to have insufficient wheelage underneath them. I didn't get to use a fancy phrase like, you guys just didn't have the necessary traction for the situation. Or I didn't say something like, you all collectively failed an intelligence roll here. All of these things are true, and I don't think anyone would have argued with me. They would have gotten offended, mind. These are proud folk. Proud and stupid folk. But, I would have gotten away with it. The problem with that they have is they may not like me, but they know me, they need me. And that's not the worst situation to be in. All right, we have a fantastic, massive, utterly massive Cyanic production facility. And we are going to be taking a huge amount of pressure off the meat system. And that presumably will eventually get rid of some of this jerky, right? Like this whole line is being emptied out. Not fast. Why are you not going? Oh, the jerky sore needs to go, which means this jerky sore needs to go, which means this has to go. And it's like, okay, don't think about that. Think about this. All right, where are you, notepad? We're just going to say 2 birds with 1 stone here. I'm hoping by getting rid of enough meat, the jerky recycler will be in better shape. I know this is probably not true, but a man can hope. Cyanic acid. All right, so in the past 10 minutes, we're up at like 22K, 20K. That's not even that great, according to historic standards. It's probably more sustainable, maybe. Let's see if it's having an effect here in Cobalt Land. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Because all those guys, it takes 8 of these to keep one running 24/7. And it's just not coming over. Wow. I wonder if there's something else soaking up all of the cyanic. And I'm probably going to have to struggle with this for a long, long time, aren't I? Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna look right here, right? This is cyanic and we are bone dry. So this means that the ammonia area over here is definitely soaking up all the cyanic, right? Yes. We're turning it into ammonia using the Woefully process. And none of it's getting out because all of it's here. And we have no methane for realsies. We have no nickel plate. No. No, I don't believe that. Nah. No, we're not out of any metal. No. That's not how we play this. We are not. We're out of borax? We are out of borax. Because somebody clipped that. Okay, good. Glad I investigated. We're probably just going to build a Kimberlite processing model. And then kind of look at it. Slack-jawed and gaping like we do. We did nickel after titanium. We did nickel around here, maybe? No. Nickel is right here, and the line we need to fix, which has been broken for a long time, and no one told me about. Once again, allow me just to state. Oh, I see how I broke this. Nobody told me about this. I count on all of you, and I'm sorry to say that in this instance, I was let down. All right, it's fixed now, hopefully. We were probably running completely out of lead and aluminum and nickel. So that's no good. All right, so let's go bask in the adoration of our dearest fan club here in the warehouse area. And let's discuss here. It's more than discuss. Let's take notes. We determined that Kimberlite processing doesn't really have any side products. Like it's just rock into diamonds. And rock is tough to come by. I really like the model though. It looks very craggy. It's a quality rock right there. So let's start taking notes. Diamond. So we get a diamond mined, what we has, and then we jaw crush. And it's just a pass through, 10 in, 10 out. So jaw crush. And then we have this material, crushed Kimberlite, and this is looks like we lose, it gets reduced to 40%. No, wait. We have rejects and grade 1. Okay, so we follow rejects, and this is massively reductive, and crushed is up here, and crushed is up here. So we can just take the rejects, and they come back as just crushed stuff, but in very, very small amounts. 5%. Like, that's not even worth thinking about. Is there anything better that can be done with rejects? This strikes me as a, no, that's it. That's all that can be done with it. All right, so I'm not even going to think about that reflux. It's too slight. All right, anyway, we need screener, and we need jaw crusher. No, wait, secondary. Secondary crusher, right. Okay, so that gives us grade 1. And then grade 1 is, this is essentially half. It goes from 10 to 5, so it's half. So if this is a full city block, then this will have to be a full city block, and then this would be half a city block, assuming the rates are the same. They're not. This is slower. Oh, that's bad. This is fast. This is slow. So far, this is the slow step right here, the automated screener. And then it gets cut in half, and it's already slow. So, and then this is it's the same. This is slower still, unfortunately. So this is slow, and this is slower. And that makes grade 3. It's reductive by 30%, but it's slower. Or we can take grade 1 and dunk it in water and do this. Really? Wait. Grade 1. Oh, we don't do that. Oh, never mind. Grade 1, this is still slow, and I don't like it. And then grade 1 gets dunked in water, and we get 3 and 2. And then 2 gets milled to 3. But that's a very slight step right there. 2 gets milled to 3, and then this is 1 in, 1 out, and it's the same ratio as the screener. So we need as many screeners, many washers as we do screeners. Okay, good to know, right? All right, so anyway, we have secondary crusher. Then we need secondary crusher times 2. And then we need washer, right? Okay, so if we get through that process, we will have gotten all the way to grade 3. And that's going to be ever so slightly more, right? It's not even really worth thinking about. It's like 5.5. Call it that, right? 5.5 grade 3. So it's expansive and it's slow. So the first step is not going to be an entire city block. These things are not affected by productivity. Should make it a little easy, right? All right, so anyway, now we're all on grade 3. We are all up on grade 3, and what do we do with grade 3? Right here, Kimberlite grade 3. This is the, yeah, there's this. We just do Kimberlite pulp in a mixer. Okay, I probably have most of this stuff on me, right? Maybe I shouldn't be doing like this. Here, let's just go centrifugal pan, more pan, jig concentrator. Here, I'm just gonna, here, we're winging this, guys. I don't want to think about this anymore, but I do want to get a jig concentrator because I don't think I have one on me. No, it's right there. All right, if I have a jig concentrator, we've got everything. So let's go build a model. That's the kind of nerd we are, right? Here in our new area. So this is going to be diamond processing here. So we're just going to come right here. We're going to build a model. We start with jaw crushing, which of course we don't have any. Very first thing. Fantastic. Absolutely great start here. It's okay. We'll recover. Jaw crush. How can I not have any jaw crushers on me? Right there. Do I have screeners? Yes. Do I have secondary crushers? I know I do. I have fluid seps? Yes. Centrifugal pans, I got a few of those. All right, let's go back and let's build our model, right? Take 2. Right here, we start with jaw crush. Jaw crush for diamond, that's right. All right, so we crush Kimberlite, and then that goes into screening Kimberlite. So screener, where are you? Do I seriously not have any screeners on me either? No, it's right there. All right, screener. And you screen Kimberlite. So this makes crushed Kimberlite. This takes crushed Kimberlite. And this is at 66.6 a second, which is kind of huge. And this is taking 4 seconds. So this is expansive. That's not what I want to see. All right, and then we have the rejects, which go into a secondary crusher, which I will place right here for reject processing. And that will just reflux. Okay, so that's okay. Next up, we have Kimberlite grade 1, which gets dunked in a washer, which we have 1 of. We are going to wash some Kimberlite. Great. So this is self-contained right here. And then this guy, we have grade 2, which is used in another secondary crusher. So let's go put that unit right here. You process these rejects. No, process grade 2. And that makes more grade 3. All right, so then we're all down on grade 3. And we go to this. That's done in a mixer. Mixer right here. And this is now... here it's Kim, there we go. All right, we're making a fluid, Kimberlite pulp. We got to get a bunch of stuff in. Kimberlite pulp then goes on a journey to a centrifugal pan to make diamond tailings, and this is going to split. You make diamond tailings, not concentrate, diamond tailings. So the pulp comes in, makes it 20 a second. This only takes it 8 a second. Wow. So massively expansive over here. Should probably be cognizant of that, right? All right, anyway, this happy boy right here makes 3 things. Diamond residue, which is used in a screener to get diamond reflexes. The other thing, right? You know what I'm talking about. So diamond rejects. No. This takes Kimberlite residue and it makes rejects. Okay, next up, diamond tailings, which is used in another centrifugal pan. Centrifugal pan right here. Diamond tailings. No, diamond concentrate. Yeah, the tailings in soda ash and grate. And it makes rejects and concentrate. Okay. And this has more concentrate. This is going to be held to balance. So the concentrate, which comes out on both sides, then goes to diamond jig concentrate, which makes diamond water concentrate. So jig concentrator right here, which is used for not a lot of stuff. Kind of criminal, honestly. So yeah, all these things right here, you make rejects. So we have two lines, rejects and concentrate. So in the reject line, we screen again, I guess, for processed rejects. Great. Fantastic. This is definitely 2 days. And then we have processed rejects, which are then solid sept for industrial diamond in small amounts. So solid sept right there. And you make industrial diamond for me. It's one of these, right? Yeah, it's processed rejects. It doesn't even have a type on it. It's just rejects. We just reject them. And we make industrial diamond, which is goal. Okay, good. Next, we have to follow the diamond water concentrate, which goes through a whole bunch of stuff. So this goes in jig concentrate. No, it goes into fluid sep right here. And it gets turned into 3 things here. You're moving over. Yeah, you. All right, diamond water concentrate right here turns into this and that and that. And I recall they're all basically the same, right? One needs a grease table. One needs a grease table. And the other needs a grease table. All right, so we have a bit of a hint. 3 grease tables, please. And so you do 1 diamond water processing 1, diamond water processing 2, diamond water processing 3. And this just turns us into crude diamond. Okay, that's wonderful. Crude diamond coming back together is used in another washer, which we don't have. I am kind of shocked we've been able to build this entire model without needing more buildings. But I'm happy to go in. I like going into the center of my factory. I like being here. I like this game. I gotta tell you though, I host betrayal in my heart. I have learned recently that a game I really want to play is coming out in 3 months. Like, I've been dreaming of playing this game, like, even before I heard this announcement. And when it comes out, I'm going to start playing it. I'm definitely not going to be done with the factory by then. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do 1 day in factory, 1 day in the other game. And I really can't wait to play. Really can't wait. I got plans. I'm going to be randomizing things. Yeah, I could tease what it is and build suspense, but I'm not going to. And I want to play. I've been wanting to do another run of Final Fantasy Tactics for a very long time and do like some wild rando challenges. Haven't played the game in forever. And I just have so many fond memories of that and every type of game like that. I played XCOM to death. Turn-based tactical thinking stuff I just love. There. And that gives more, oh no, it gives residues. Oh no. So I'm going to be playing Factory and Tactics coming up. And that's probably going to annoy some people, but I don't care. Yeah. I'll build factory and then be doing fights. It's going to be fun how I'm going to do it. I'm going to build myself a randomizer like I did for Jupiter Hell. We're going to be coming in with basically just random comps, and I'm going to have to just try to figure out how to win with something. Just a bunch of garbage. I think it's going to be a good time. Anyway, so this is our model, huh? This is going to be quite a lot of work, I see. And so we have to try to figure out what our gauge is going to be. So this we know is expansive in this step. And that's not worth thinking about, and this step isn't worth thinking about. So this step and this step, this produces 2 a second, this consumes. So these two are pretty much the same. And from this step to this step, we're producing 2 of the good stuff every second, plus a bit more. And it's like 2 and a bit. And this is each 2 and a bit. So these are all essentially the same amount. So if this is one full city block, then this is a city block, that's a city block. This is how you know this won't be one full city block. I think there's probably going to be like 2 ranks of crushers, and then everything scaled off that. Anyway, moving on. This comes to here, and this is 20 a second, and this is hugely expansive. Oh, this is expansive. This is like 3 to 1, and the building is bigger. So, like, I don't even know if 2 ranks of this is enough. So expansive. And this produces 2 rejects a second. And then, so each one of these needs one of these. That's terrible. Oh, it makes 25 residues. This makes lots of diamond rejects. So I suppose if I voided everything, every liquid that comes out of there, I would be able to just take these reject diamonds and just live with that. But that's not how we're going to live our life, right? Not at all. Okay, so this makes 2 there and 2 there, so it's an equal number. This is going to take space, guys. Because then we also... And it's 1 to 1 on these, too. Oh, wow. So maybe I have to, like, scale it to half of a city block of this. Like, this is the slow step so far. So far. Everything is slowed down at every point. So it's only so far. And this makes 1.6, and this makes 20, and this... So there's, like, half as many of the jig concentrators. Okay. So this is where it starts getting reductive in this line. And this makes 25 of the next level, and this takes 60, so this is reductive. Yeah. And then 20, 20, and 20, and this is 16, 16. So this is expansive again, but only slightly. I mean, it's cut in half by a third right here. So I guess altogether, this is just a pass-through. Yeah. Yeah, it is. So you need equally many of these down here as you need this one, which means you put these all together, you shake them all about 4.6 a second when it comes to just crude diamonds. So this is again 1 to 1 with all these. Okay, no, it's for every rank of this, for every 3 of these, you need 1 of these. How about that? And then after that, it makes 2 and 5. And this is very reductive right here. Right over here, it makes 0.6. So this is cut in half. And then this is cut in a fourth. Okay. So the bulkiest step is right here. This is it. Everything should be scaled around how much of this I want. So let me think. How do I want to phrase this? Because it's super duper big is the problem. Let's go get some more Here, let's set this up first to show that we're serious, right? Copy all this. But yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, I've always played it seriously and straight, not like using Sid or anything, but, you know, trying to win and trying to explore the maximas of power. But I was a younger individual when last I played, when trying to get as strong as possible was something that appealed to me. That now bores me, that entire concept. Let's try to do the best we possibly can. I am more of a theme player now. So, much more interested in doing an restricted run. And so, obviously I'm not going to be using Sid, but I'm going to be using essentially just random party, random jobs. And I'm going to be handed this grab bag of jobs and say, here, try to figure out a tactic. Try to figure out how you're going to win. Good luck, sir. It's going to be really suck when I pull like Time Mage versus Y-Graph or something. You know what I mean. If you don't, well, stick around and you'll find out eventually. Okay, but that's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be great. Final Fantasy Tactics is just a fantastic game, and it's quite hard in the beginning areas, at least. It like many games, once you really hit escape velocity with a tactic, it becomes easier. And once you have some room to grow, there's many ways to just utterly break the game, which I won't be doing. I'm interested in having a party of just 5 hero units. And you think, oh, wow, that sounds totally hard there. Man, hero units, how are you ever going to win? Let me tell you, there's some garbage hero units. Just absolutely trash tier nonsense. And you hook them, you toss them together in a pile and you get anti-synergies. Nothing works together. Some of them need an enormous amount of dedicated leveling. And yeah, that's not going to be happening. So it's going to be a lot of, well, he's going to die again next turn. We have to get him up so he'll take the hit. His job here is just to be a human punching bag. And that's probably his fate for the next 15, 17 levels. Let's all give Cloud a round of applause, guys. I think it's going to be fun. I am kind of worried, not that I will lose interest in the factory, as that's not going to happen. I'm worried that stopping to play another game will give the Pi devs enough time to get their space exploration expansion out, which I'm not going to stop and upgrade for, but that might affect my morale. Anyway, we're going to do a little math tutorial, right? So if we have determined this is the bulky slow step, and it comes with its brother right here, an almost equally bulky slow step. Yeah. So actually, this one right here is actually slower. This centrifugal pan. This is the slow step, because this. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna try to scale it off this. And if we say, oh, I need to go get a whole bunch of centrifugal pans. We're going to anchor this build right now so it is scaled correctly. And then we will build off that mathematical anchor. What I need right now, right. Where does a centrifugal pan come from anyway? It's a circle, and this is the box of circles, right? So it makes sense. I need more than this, though. You never only need one stack, so I'll ask it to make more. Where are you made, centrifugal pans? I must raid the bin. That's a circle. It's a spinny thing. But do I need a circle that's also a spinny thing? That's a circle that's a spinny thing, but it's on its side. That's not right. That isn't correct at all. All right, give me that. So yeah, the future is looking up so long as I don't think about my job at all. Yeah, even that's just going to continue like it is for a very long time. Problem is, it's just going to continue like it is for a very long time. Where are you, centrifugal pan? I'm not going to call you my beloved because, frankly, I don't like these buildings very much. They're too big, and I associate them with very slow processes. And these very slow processes annoy me. It's like, we're not getting caught into this again. Oh my god, I actually did this. I actually did that. That's excessive. Why didn't somebody stop me? Why didn't someone, like, call someone here? I'm not gonna stop. Why didn't someone make sure I got the help that I clearly need? Centrifugal pan, where are you? I think we can fit 5 in, if I remember correctly. I don't think I can fit 6 in. Yeah, 5 with a via. And then this will, don't worry about that. Just don't worry about it. Don't look at it. Don't worry about it. So if you are doing diamond water processing, right? This is you. Is this you? Yes, you are the slow step. And if we say slow step, comma, the, ends up like this, and we have 10 of them going, I don't know. Maybe if we do slow step, comma, the, and it's like this, and we have 15 of them going. And this is just liquid with a solid output. If we do something like this, which we cannot do, just 100% cannot do. All right, so let's just do some rough math based on 15. Our number is 15. Mathtorio, go. Where are you? So 15 of these guys running 24/7, and we're going to back it upstream. So it's going to produce 15 times 13.3. And that's going to be 200. 200. We're going to need 200. What is this? Diamond tailings. Okay, great. And if we have 200 diamond tailings, 15, what is that? Centrifugal pans. All right. No, an arrow. An arrow is more authoritative. All right, so now if we have 15 diamond, 15 diamond, it goes the other way. Its causality is reversed. Like that. Yeah, okay, so 15 diamond tailings. All right, so we have to make 15 diamond tailings now. So friend, over here. And I think this is only going to take like 13, right? Okay, so this will produce 16 diamond tailings a second. So 200 divided by 16, which is going to be 12.1. So it's 12.5 centrifugal pans. And so this will require times 8. Times 8. 100. 100. What is this stuff even? Kimberlite pulp. And this produces 200 diamond tailings. Okay, so that works. So we have and it produces 200 diamond tailings and also some other stuff, right? It's also going to produce, no, so we have 8 of these. So it's, yeah, so we have 12 and a half of these, and we multiply that by 2, and that produces 25, what is that, rejects? Kimberlite residues. Okay, great. And then the other thing is some amount of diamond concentrate. And that's 1.6. 1.6 is what, 75? No, it's just 20. 20 diamond concentrate. Okay, so the 200 tailings will have, I really wish I could get 6 of these in place in a row. It wouldn't even matter, I suppose. So, all right, so this is going to be, this is the bulk. And this collectively is going to be about 1 city block, 1 and a little spillover, right? So that's what we're doing here. And now we're going to back it up even further. So we need 100 Kimberlite pulp a second, which comes from a mixer, right? It's going to be a funky screenshot when I'm done. All right, so we need something and something that will produce 100 Kimberlite pulp. Okay, so 100 Kimberlite pulp here as part of the product and divided by 20. So we need 5 of these things. Even I can do that math. 5 mixer. And this is going to require 15 Kimberlite 3. 15 Kimberlite 3 a second. All right? Yeah, Kimberlite 3 a second. In 3 mixers produces 100 pulp. And that is simply that, right? Now we have a more difficult thing to think about because we have a reflux stage here. But I guess I'm just going to neglect it. It's not a very strong reflux. Well, it's because I don't know how much I'm working backwards, and this is a complex sort of relationships right here, which I'm going to ignore because we're probably just going to bump this up to 6 mixers and call it a day, right? Okay, so we're only going to consider the mainline production because the reflux is low. It's not like the 60% reflux with Nexalit. So we're just going to neglect this. This one is what, 5%? Yeah. And this one is 60%, but it's already on top of a 60%. So this is like a 30%. Oh, and it needs times 3. So this is like a 10%. So it's like a 5% and a 10%-ish, you know? So I'm just going to just fix that by adding another mixer. Done. Complete. Great job. Fantastic work. Biggest genius ever. So what we're going to need is a washer. And this washer right here, we probably shouldn't even, we have a model for a reason, right? Why are we building another? Sorry, forgot to unpause for a second there. I determined that Kimberlite 1 to Kimberlite 3 is just a pass-through. See, you get Kimberlite 1 in, and we're completely neglecting all this because it's just a minor amount. We're going to fix that with 1 additional mixer over there. Just fine. And so if we need 15 Kimberlite 3, we need 15 Kimberlite 2 in. Great. So if we need 15 Kimberlite 2 in, it's 2 to 1. So we're going to need 30, what is this? Crushed Kimberlite. Crushed Kimberlite a second. And that is going to be, how many of these guys? It's going to be Am I doing this math right? 2 a second here. I kind of wonder if I'm doing this math right. We're going to do it forward again. I kind of feel like I've screwed this up. So we're just going to say very uncomfortably that this is going to be 6 screeners. We say this in fear, pretty sure that we're doing it wrong. That's okay. That's just how we live. And right here, and we have a smaller step. So this is again a pass through. So we need 30 Kimberlite rock, and that's it's going to be 5, right? 5 jaw crushers. So this is kind of 50 crushed. Okay. So now that we've worked it backwards to this point, and we're already pretty sure that we messed something up somewhere. Let's run it forward, and that's just where we're going to stop for today. Then tomorrow we'll actually implement some portion of this. I get the feeling this is a 2-day build. Don't ask me why I think that. Anyway, we assume 30 rock, new calculator, 30 rock a second. So 30 a second, 30 a second divided by 66.66 says we're going to need 5 of these guys, 5 jaw crushers. Great. And then we multiply that by 6.66 and we get 30 out. Fantastic. This math works out. So we have 30 crushed Kimberlite right here. And we divide it by 4. And already this is wrong, because this is saying we need 8 screeners. I'm not sure where I did the math wrong on this, but I did. Anyway, we have 8 screeners, and now this is producing 16 times 16. No, wait, 1.6? No, it's times 2, excuse me. And this is producing 15 Kimberlite 1 a second. So we got that math wrong, but we had the numbers wrong. So fantastic. And this produces 2 a second, and this takes 2 a second and outputs 2 a second. So this needs 8. So yes, my spidey sense about having something wrong was correct. So this is going to take 15.1 in and produces 15.3. And then this takes 15.3 a second. So yes, that is 5 mixers right there. Because it eats at 3 a second. So 15 divided by 3 says, hey, you need 5 mixers. And then times 20 says, hey, you need 100, you make 100 Kimberlite pulp a second. Great. And then right here, Kimberlite pulp then goes on an amazing journey. And Kimberlite pulp divided by 8. And that gives us our 12.5 centrifugal pans. Fantastic. And multiply that for this. This is the slow step right here. So it is times 16, the kind of greenish looking drop. That makes 200 diamond tailings. And if we divide by 13.3, just like we have right here, we have 15. And that's where we started everything, 15 centrifugal pans. And so if we just think about this, 1 row jaw crusher, 2 rows screeners, 2 rows washers, I think. Can we fit 8 washers in a row? 1, that's a mixa. Borax. Borax is where we do this. So yes, we can fit, so this is 1 row, and this is screeners are 2 rows. And this is 1 row. And 2 rows of screeners will be 10, right? Where do we start with screeners over here? Probably have to go back to copper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we need 8, and we're going to put down 12. Okay, that's fine. So it's going to be, and then this is going to be like jaw crushers, and then this is going to be washers plus some infrastructure. So we're going to say that is going to be one city block right here. So one city block. And then right here is 5 mixers, which will be 1 row, obviously. 1 row. And then we get this, which is going to be 3 rows. And then this is going to be 3 rows. Right. Plus some nonsense. All right, so organized like that. This is probably going to be 1 city block, right? And so starting with these ratios, the first, oh, and we also have these steps in here. So it's going to be like 3 city blocks, just eyeballing those, because these are probably going to be 1 row and 1 row, right? Here, let's ballpark how much of this we're going to need. This produces rejects at 1.6 per second, and this eats it at 8 a second. So we're going to need 1 row of this, and that's about it. And this produces every 6 cycles, 5 cycles, we're going to need 1 cycle here. And we have, so we're only going to need like 2 of these. So these guys could probably, they're going to be 1 row each. So now we have 2 more rows. And they have to be somewhere around here. So that's, if we just round that off, this is going to be like 3 city blocks. So right here, right here, right here. And then we have all the rest, everything south of here. Yeah, I say this is going to be roughly appropriately sized because we don't have, it doesn't just collapse, right? Because each one of these, we need 15 centrifugal pans. No. So this is 13 of these. We're going to need even more than 13 of these. We're going to need like a half a city block of this. And then we're going to need 2 rows there. And yeah, this is not going to get substantially smaller because all of this then produces 1.6 plus 20. So it's like 2 or even less. I don't know. Just call it half. So half here, half there. That's a lot. And then all this is expansive when you take into account everything. If you take this as a single block, it's expansive. And then, so just ballparking it. This is like 3, maybe 3 and a bit. And then this will be 4. I want to say this will be 5. And then this would 6 and 7. So we're in like the realm of 7 city blocks. Just guessing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've sized this correctly. Instincts, good. Or, maybe not. Instincts might exist. So this should be the bottleneck step as far as scale. Okay, we are now done. Congratulations, everyone. You have made it through yet another episode of fantastic factory action. Now, I'm going to stand in the center of the world, the beating heart of everything that matters on this planet, on this system, in the entire, that counts, right? Yeah, that's right on the edge. That counts. Okay, let's do the recap. And I'm not sure I even remember what was going on before the emergency hit. the emergency kind of drug everything, just kicked everything from my skull. Oh, we have to go up one more zoom level, right? Because this might cut it, but no, we have to come over to here. That's centered-ish, right? And so this is I can't see where I was before because I've kind of destroyed the shoreline I used to orient myself. This used to be where it was. No. Yes. Yes, this is where it used to be. Okay. So, center myself real good. And we try to find some landmarks, right? It's not centered real good. Come on, mouse. Work with me. Is that what I want to do? That looks really tidy. And so one landmark would be right here, right on the edge of the southern waters. Like, it's not as good as just scraping by the niobium. Cutting this embassy in half is another good one. Man, those just oriented on just seeing the niobium pixels was great, though. And then, I don't know. Is this centered? I can never tell. Something about... Oh, wait, I got an actual tape measure. Hold on. I'm measuring my screen. That's how seriously I take this. I don't have a tape measure in game, but I do have one in my on my shelf. So that's like a foot that way. Yeah, it's really close to being centered. And then this is that. And this is a little off. It should be further down even, right? So it's exactly at that. And so I want to move the center just a little this way, huh? No, just like that. Right about there. Okay. That's actually measured, actually for real measured. That's how much I care. Anyway, so how to orient this. I don't see any noticeable landmarks. Cutting this molybdenum, I think this molybdenum in half is something to look at. Maybe just shaving the top of this embassy is what I start looking for. And then, I don't know, just on the sides right here. Maybe that'll be easy. I don't know. That's a screenshot for right now. Happy to be at a new zoom level, but it shows that I have so much more work to do here in the intermediate area. Anyway, I am now done. What did we do today? Well, the big thing we did is we learned new tricks when it comes to laying out walkway. I was beaten, I was shamed in the comments until I actually sat down and learned something. So, okay, I suppose we have some minor evidence that I am teachable, that I learned a new trick in how to align all these squares so it all snaps in real easy. So, thank you, Arafi. Thank you. And then we started gathering Kimberlite rock and we fed it into the system, and we are starting to do a Kimberlite processing chain here in order to get diamonds. Something we never did in the South Factory, and a direct prerequisite for Pi-Sci 3. But regardless of that, we have to install this entire chain here, which is just wacky. Before we did that, we put in a meat to cyanic processor right here, taking advantage of the digestive system right here, having all of the ingredients that we need. And we need cyanic because we need it for cobalt very badly. I should probably check in on that sometime. Maybe even up the number of augs going in for processing. But I'm not going to think about that right now. So and then the last thing we did for like the last half hour is we just contemplated the Kimberlite processing system, and we scaled out what we want to do so we don't have another chromium incident. We just don't want that. No. And I think I found a good place to start. There was a lot of math. You can see it right here. Oh, that was up for the screenshot? No, it wouldn't be in the screenshot. That's just in the video. Okay, good. So yeah, tomorrow I do Kimberlite, probably just part 1, and then the day after that will be Kimberlite part 2. Then I probably go and make the diamond wire, right? Because I want to do silicon. That has to get filled in. After that is uranium. After that is lithium. Uranium I know, lithium I don't. It's going to be a great time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.